Movies have shaped the entirety of pop culture today.
But one movie, in particular, is a true analogy to a major historical event.
The astounding, award-winning cinematic film, Rat-Patootie, is about persecution.
Good-intentioned rat, Remy, stood out from the Rat Pack. He had a love for cooking and the culinary arts.
But of course, the rat group mentality was very against cooking, because rats just eat trash.
So Remy was basically kicked out due to this persecution and was outcasted and betrayed by society.
During early Christianity, they were often outcasted due to the massive, powerful Roman rule.
So welcome to
Rat-Patootie,
the podcast series starring Megan George and Angie Fidalgo.
Today, we'll be analyzing the impact of persecution on modern Christianity.
So first of all, what exactly is persecution?
Persecution is hostility and ill treatment, especially because of race or political or religious beliefs.
At the time of origin, Christianity wasn't anywhere near popular.
Therefore pushed around due to religious difference in places where you were either Jewish or of Roman religion.
Christianity was born during the rule of the Roman Empire.
According to Britannica, Roman religion, also called Roman mythology, was the main belief and practice of the Romans from ancient times until the ascendancy of Christianity in the 4th century AD.
Wait, so Hercules knew Jesus?
I would go most anywhere to find where I belong.
No, idiot. It means that the odds were against the early Christians and they were often outcasted for the first few hundred years.
So how did that affect Christians very much?
Well, it did indeed. Khan Academy states that Christianity wasn't even granted legal status until 313 CE.
So Jesus taught the importance of loving your neighbor as yourself in a time and place where love wasn't very commonly taught. The Roman religion wasn't inherently intolerant, however, but he taught to love all outcasts.
That's my favorite band.
Not that outcast.
Oh.
So the persecution of this religion and also others led teachings against the ideas of possible intolerance and hatred.
Wow, that's pretty sicko mode.
Eyewitnesses to history states one of the first major events of Christian persecution within the early church.
In the summer of 64, Rome suffered a terrible fire that burned for 6 days and 7 nights, consuming almost 3/4 of the city. The people accused Emperor Nero of this devastation, claiming he set the fire for his own amusement. In order to deflect these accusations and placate the people, Nero laid the blame for the fire on the Christians. The emperor ordered the arrest of a few members of the sect who, under torture, accused others until the entire Christian population was implicated and became fair game for retribution.
That's truly awful. And most of Jesus' apostles were murdered as well for nothing more than following Jesus Christ, some being devoured by animals and others publicly burned at the stake. But what was the effect of the death penalties?
Even after decades of constant persecution, the Christian faith stayed strong and eventually became an incredibly powerful religion.
This persecution failed to shut down the church and the path of this growing religion.
But this persecution had a major impact. Many lives were lost and they were tortured, and many were constantly in fear of being hurt for their beliefs. It proved that those who continued to follow their faith really demonstrated and revealed their strength and firm beliefs.
Even further in the future, during the creation of the Church of England, Christian denominations persecuted and outlawed each other. So the Pilgrims migrated to America to set up the freedom of religion.
But even then, they still weren't true to the freedom of religion. And the Massachusetts Bay Colony outlawed anyone who wasn't a Puritan.
This created Rhode Island because Roger Williams was banished due to being not a Puritan and wanting to enforce freedom of religion.
Wow. Christian persecution created the smallest state in America. That is a pretty big impact.
Yes, indeed it is a solid impact. They continued to show persistence and didn't back down from staying true to their belief.
So Christianity has had a major impact on everything, and persecution has had a major impact on Christianity.
Hear us next time of
Rat-Patootie,
when we discuss the morals of rats in the kitchen.